Hey everybody, this is Tina with Two Chicks and a Cricket, and I have to be very quiet because both of my kids are sleeping. But I thought I would do my July calendar for you guys. So I'm doing a basic 4th of July theme. I'm just starting with a red piece of paper. My calendar is right under there. And then I'm going to do a lot of inking of the edges. And you guys know I use my dabbers. And I'm just going to start, it's kind of hard to see because of my lighting, but I'm going to go around the edges. So that's the first part. I used basic black, a Stampin' Up! Basic black ink pad to do that part. Now I'm going to use my ATG gun to tape this down. My pieces cut out of what I'm going to do. Down here is going to be a 2-inch strip. It's going to look just like that. Then I have a 5x7 photo mat, and it just has a smaller photo mat in the, that's going to go in the middle of it. This was double-sided paper, I'm not sure where I got it. And I only had 2 sheets of this particular pattern, and it was double-sided with the stripes, so I thought I would just try to make it work. So what I'm going to do, I should have done this before I put tape on it, but I'm going to add some ribbon. This is 5/8 red polka dot ribbon. So I do my ribbon, I just lay it down there. And I tie my bow before I attach my ribbon, because oftentimes I've noticed that when I pull my bow tighter, it will warp my picture. Okay, so the baby woke up last night and I had to stop what I was doing and put everything up. And so it's like the next day and I'm finishing this video. So what I was telling you before is I like to tie my ribbon and my bows like before I put it on the picture, because sometimes if you do this when it's on your picture, then sometimes I tend to bend my photo or my photo mat. So I just have tied the bow, and then you can easily move it over. And then I just take the tape, you know, on the bottom. And I just ordered a stamp from Stampin' Up! From their summer catalog. And it's a really cute stamp. It's like an American flag and it says Land of the Free. And I'm going to stamp that on a piece of paper and put it up here. So then here is a piece of blue that I just inked around the edges and I put up here, and my title is going to go up there. And then here's, this is a 4.5 by 4.5 inch block, and then this is a 4 by 4 inch block. And I'm just going to tape these down. It's a little bit more even. Okay, so I'm going to put 4th of July up here. I have a bunch of stuff on my Gypsy. Let's show you guys what I have going on with my Gypsy. Okay, so I kind of did this. I took this to bed with me last night and did this. And I don't have my good camera set up for my Gypsy use, so it's going to be a little blurry. But I just saved it last night when I went to bed. And I'm going to use, you can kind of see it, kind of not. I'm going to use 4th of July from Independence Day. Then I'm going to use stars from the Toy Story cartridge. And then July I'm going to cut out in using my new cupcake cartridge. And so I just have this all laid out on my mat. And you can kind of see my mat's full. And I'm going to cut this. And then once I get it cut, I'll show you guys all the placement of everything. So on this part of my calendar, I'm taking, this is a this isn't the right one, 2.5 inch strip, and then I'm just going to trim off a little piece. That's going to go right here. Let's just do that really quick. Little mini strip that is the other side of the double-sided paper. I'm putting that right here. Big red star is going to go right here, and then July is going to go here. And then this is what I wanted to show you guys. I have some star stamps that are just some random star stamps that I've had. And they're just clear, so I put them on a block. And then I'm going to use this Baja Breeze and Cherry Cobbler. And I'm going to use these stars to zoom out, put down the edge of my calendar page. And I just have a variety of sizes. And these stamps I had never used. And I kind of got a blotchy stamp at first. And these are just like dollar stamps, you know, that you can get at Michael's. And so sometimes a really nice trick is if you take a nail file and you just file the top of your stamp. You kind of rough it up. And that will give you a better coverage on your stamp. It'll pick up the ink a little bit better. So I'm going to take the Cherry Cobbler and I'm going to do some random stamping. And the best way to do random stamping is 3 at a time. And then go back. And kind of go in a triangle. If you can kind of see, this is a little bit of a triangle. And that effect will help you get a more random appearance. And then I'm just going to go back and I'm going to take and put some off the edges because it gives it a nice effect when your stamps run off the edge. Okay, so then I'm just going to take my last size. I got a little right in the middle there from my hand. So what I'm going to do is, I have this other size star. It's a smaller star. And I'm just going to take this and put it in the ink. And I'm just going to stamp a star right there and make it look like it's supposed to be like that. So then I'm just going to add these blue stars here and there. And there is that. So I'll clean my stamps. And then the last thing I have to do is cut this stuff out on my Cricut, and I'll show you where I'm going to place it, okay? Okay, everybody, I've done the cutting on my Cricut. And here's 4th of July, and it is cut from the Independence cartridge, seasonal cartridge that came out a couple years ago. Getting these little pieces. So 4th of July is going to go right here. And I'll glue that down with maybe a 2-way glue pen. And then I have cut out the word July. I'm going to move this because I'll glue that down off camera. So July is going to go like that, and that is from the Cupcake cartridge, the Cupcake Light cartridge. I just got this one. And then I'm going to use some brads. And I have these Stampin' Up! Brads that I got, and this blue is perfect. And I'm gonna, I know I showed you guys I already glued this part down with my, oh, maybe I'm not gonna take, I was gonna take it up, but it's not coming up very easy. So I'll just leave it down. I wanted to put these stars on before, so I could just attach it to this part. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke a hole right in the middle of this star, just with a paper piercer. And then I have this brad. And then I think what I'm going to use is my Elmer's glue dot dispenser. And I'm going to put that right there. So then, this actually, I can just use some real quick adhesive. Okay, so this piece is probably going to go, I'm probably going to trim it a little bit, and I'm going to stamp that flag on there when I get it from Stampin' Up, and I'll put it right over here. So then my 4th of July, sorry, that was my kids in the bath. That's my life right now. So 4th of July will go right there, and then I'll probably put a star down here with a brad, and a star here with a brad. And see, with my other ones, I'll probably attach it before I glue it down. And then this will be real easy to take off once I put a picture here. It'll be easy to either take it off, take the star off, and place the picture all the way under this. Or it'll be easy just to tuck the picture up under the star itself. So I'll just have to decide what I like best when I decide what pictures I'm going to use. So then I'll do the same thing down here. You guys see what I'm doing? I'm off camera a little tiny bit. I'll show you. Okay, so I just put a star right there as well. So that's my July calendar page. Super simple. Nothing to it. So I'm sorry guys, this video was so choppy. I'm trying to find a good way to be able to use my tripod in this new space that I have. So I'm sorry this one was a little choppy, but you'll just have to bear with me as we learn. So I don't have any calendar pages from Wendy. She hasn't got anything done past June yet, but stay tuned next week and we're going to show you just some of her other calendar pages from the other calendar she's been working on. So thanks guys for stopping by. Have a great Sunday.